So when you first hear the Beers criteria and you hear polypharmacy and drugs, I know I took a chuckle when I thought about it, and I said, well, we must be having a great topic if we're talking drugs and we're talking beers. It's a great conversation. So what the Beers criteria is pretty much a guideline for clinicians to follow in regards to prescribing medications to an elderly population. So there is no set do not prescribe list that they work from, but it goes from classes of medications. Another criteria is often used with the Beers criteria together is called a start and stop. And so what the start is a tool to alert doctors, and the stop is to alert older patients. And so with that, you have everyone involved knowing what medications should be avoided or should be taken under consideration when prescribing for certain diseases and for certain illnesses, long-term or whether it be short and symptomatic. There are negative and positives to both. I think that the Beers used with the start and stop has a more positive effect, and you have the education piece with your patients and with your physicians, and everyone is aware, so there isn't a chain reaction of events that happens where you use medications inappropriately or you stop using them at all and you're not adhering to any orders. So you pretty much have a set guideline list that's started, and then once those guidelines are followed and once all of that information is given, you can prevent essentially any, or at least try to prevent any events going forward. So any adverse drug events, any drug interactions. If you keep with the same pharmacy, if you keep with the same prescribers, if you make sure that physicians are alerted and they're following certain guidelines and that you're aware of these guidelines, that they exist, it is very helpful to you and for your patients for care. So the Beers criteria, I think, is an important study, and it's been widely used, it's cited, it's successful. I think that within our class we could probably develop something a little more intuitive and intuitive for understanding for elderly, and I think we should take on that challenge if any of you guys are willing and are working in the pharmacy field like myself. But that is the Beers criteria in a nutshell.